Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. We are doing a bit of an early stream today. I don't know why. Oh right, because it's on. I'm gonna have to fix that at some point. We'll center it at least. There we go. It's beautiful now. Perfect. So today we're doing a little bit of an off stream. We're going to be trying out just a different time frame, see how it feels. So today we're going to be playing Minecraft, as you probably guessed, because that's usually what we do on this channel. I am going to be sprinkling in over time a few more different games. As you know, yesterday evening we played Satisfactory with Gaming with Doc, and we're also going to be sprinkling some Fortnite back in at some point as well, once we get stabilized. So we're going to go ahead and hop in. Today we're going to be doing a bit of a challenge run. So I have given you guys permission every 15 minutes. If you would like, you can give me a rule. I have to follow said rule. I'm going to be playing in hardcore mode, so therefore this could go very badly for me. The first rule that I have put down is that I cannot jump. I've already disconnected my jump key. I cannot currently jump. So I am very worried about myself. So we're going to go ahead and generate a brand new world. I did not preview this world. I don't know what we're going to be up for this, but we're going to see how it goes. Good Lord. Why did it pop down? Okay, so we can't jump. I'm hitting the space bar. Can't move. So that's rule number one. No jumping. Oh, there's a very loud pick. So like I said, every 15 minutes. So currently it is 8:26 a.m. Eastern time. So in 15 minutes, it's going to be, what, 8:40? So at 8:40, you guys will be allowed to, oh, good Lord, I made a bad decision going down that step. At 8:40, you guys will be able to make a decision as to what I do next. Let's go ahead and get a crafting table made. And so we're going to want to get a lot of wood because I have a feeling we're going to need a lot of stairs. And the rest of this we'll go ahead and just make directly into stairs. We now have 4 stairs. Lucky us. All right, we're just gonna keep transferring these directly over into wood. Aesthetics is not gonna be a thing in this. What just happened? Oh, good Lord. Give me a break. Let's go ahead and take this with us. Okay, so that is the only stuff left on this level. Go ahead and take that tree sapling with us. All right, so I was hoping that we'd have a few more trees on the same level as us, so we wouldn't have to spend as much time placing a bunch of steps, which it looks like we have 1 tree here. Keep in mind, got another 12 minutes, and then you guys can tell me to do something. Whatever rule you want me to follow, you got 12 more minutes, and you can ask me to do whatever one you want. As long and if you can see my stream description, the exceptions are I will not do anything outside of this game, and I will not do anything that is considered crude or rude. But anything in game, anything you guys want me to do, the goal here is I want to be able to defeat the game with these restrictions. So this might be a long kind of stream. I'm not going to do the whole thing in one go, obviously, but that could be fun. There's going to be a lot of floating trees around because there's no way I'm using steps to build up to the tops of trees. Good Lord. I've seen so little of these guys that it's very noisy, good lord. Okay. So I tried, like, last world I made, I spawned right next to a village. I would love to have a village nearby. That would be fantastic, because then at least I don't have to go scrounging for all the resources, but I don't think there's anything like that nearby. Okay. Like, I don't want to go down at all. Like, this is going to be a major issue. Really? That's going to be also a major issue. Really? I've got pork. Okay, so, okay, I'm going to go down here just to get the sticks and the apple. So I really don't know how I want to handle this. Okay, so I think you can still swim. I'm pretty sure. So if I can simply go up and down with my mouse, then I think I should be fine. Either that or I'm just gonna die. One of the two. There's a sheep there. I kind of want that sheep. Okay, this is not gonna work very well. Oh, there we go. Nice. Is my preview frozen? Why is it not showing up? For some reason, my stream preview... Okay, now it's updating. I thought that was just my live stream preview that was not working well. Oh, Lord. There's a pig trying to block me here as well. Fan-frickin-tastic. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we've got to find... Okay, there's something over here so that we can hopefully get a little bit of resources. I would love a little bit of armor. That'd be nice. Oh, well, you know, they said, oh, armor? Well, you may not get it back. Projectile protection. Thank the Lord. I get shot by too many. Okay, so mountains are going to be a little bit out of our pay grade this time around. We're not going to be able to do mountains at all. This is going to bother me. I'm used to just spamming blocks, but... Yeah, that's exactly what I need right now, a freaking ravine. I can't jump and I have a ravine right in front of me. Okay. Okay, making life difficult. I see how it is. Cool. Just to build across, I guess. Because going down there and then getting my way back up, not gonna work. Not gonna work at all. Okay. Oh. For a second, I thought all the water was like blue, like wool or some sort of block, and I was just like, that is a very, very flashy village. Very flashy. Oh, I thought that would startle him. Okay. Where's all the villagers? Oh, he's all the way up there. Let's take this bed with us, because who knows. Okay, about 6 minutes, and you guys will be able to impose a rule on me, whatever rule you decide. So long as it does not take place outside this game, and it is not crude or rude in some way. So far, in case you guys weren't here at the beginning, I have unbound my spacebar. I cannot jump at all. That's why I'm using steps to get everywhere. Acacia. Oh, that's what I already have. Well, torches. Yes. Okay. Getting resources is going to be proved to be an issue. You know, I say that, and then they have freaking dripstone cave. I hate dripstone caves. I don't like them at all. Is there not a... Oh, I thought there was a house over here. There might be one up here. Oh, Lord. Not being able to freaking... Okay. I'm not going to be able to just forward that one. This is ridiculous. Why did I choose to do this? Oh, good Lord. I'm not going to be able to get this one back, am I? Oh, I don't want to be on top of that when it goes. I can't reach it. But it's not worth spending the block to get a block, you know? It's not worth going down just to go right back up. And let's just make all of those into... Oh, this is freaking ridiculous. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is dumb. Let's just bed in here. Well, we need to sleep anyway. It's hardcore. We don't want to fight monsters. I didn't need to do that. I'll just switch back to that. There we go. I had to get my stuff fixed. Oh, I made an advancement. I slept. Okay, so I did say that we weren't going to be doing mountains, and then I proceeded to immediately climb a mountain. So, yeah, this is going really much as expected, honestly. I was hoping that we'd get some, like, surface iron. I'd like to make the goal to get diamonds before the end of the stream. I want to get diamonds, and... yeah. Oh, good Lord, I lagged. Okay, guys, 3 more minutes, and then you guys get to pick a rule. There's 3 of you here. I'm sure one of you can think of a good rule for me to have to follow. Doesn't have to be a good one. What the frick is going on with my playback? Okay, I'm going to try getting out of full screen mode, because for some reason, it keeps wanting to... Because, I mean, if that's the reason that we're losing people, I totally get it. Video settings, full screen off. Go ahead and take that. Make that. Where's the desktop audio? The desktop capture. Okay. Sure, why not? Okay, so now you guys should be able to see it. If it's not updating in the future, let me know. Those are nice looking horses. Good Lord, of course I can't jump in a place that I actually find that has really cool freaking mountains. Freaking insane. Oh, I need to swap the chat mode. There we go. Wanted to be able to see the chat. Okay, so I gotta get up to there because there's coal. There's like a good bunch of coal there, so I need to go up there. Okay. Okay. Not good. Okay. Beat it with a pork. Okay, guys, it is officially 8:40. If you guys have any rules that you want me to follow, right now we are only following the no jumping rule. If there's any other rules you guys would like to implement, now is the time. Okay. Let's go ahead and, I have sticks and I have coal. Why is torches not showing up here? I don't like that. I don't like that it just doesn't just show up, you know? Okay. So now we're going to try to get that next one. We are running very low on steps. We're going to have to go either mine some stone to get more, or we're going to have to get a lot more wood. Because I would prefer not to run out. Ooh, iron. That's going to be very valuable. So let's go ahead and... Oh, nice. I didn't think I was going to make that. Okay. So just a reminder, right now you are currently able to give me a new rule. If you don't give me a rule in the next 5 minutes, that window will close for the next 15 minutes. Right now, I am currently following the I cannot jump rule. I've already unbound my spacebar. I'm hitting spacebar right now and nothing's happening. So if you have another rule you would like to impose on me, we've currently, I'll show you what I've done. All those steps are just so I can get to here, to mine a little bit of coal. This is honestly ridiculous. Good lord, it's really a long task using a pickaxe. It's really ridiculous. But let's get ourselves at least a stone pick, then we can get this iron and upgrade a little bit. We're gonna need another axe as well. This is gonna be our little hidey hole for now. Okay, I am out of sticks. Okay, so we want a stone pickaxe, which we're going to use for all of 5 minutes before we have iron. So that's right there. I don't want to go down and get it, though. Then again, this is a decent-sized node. I don't have any more stairs. Okay, I'm going to have to make stairs, then come back. Only stuff we can actually craft. There we go. Okay. Come on, there we go. We're gonna have to fix that. This is an easily fixable problem. I don't know why I'm causing myself so much grief. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna break this pickaxe and make ourselves a furnace from this. Okay, 6 iron. This should be enough for at least one good tool, and then we can save the rest. We're gonna go and widen out our area a little bit here. We're probably gonna start the mine from up here because we're gonna need a lot of coal because we really can't afford monster spawns. If monsters spawn and we can't run away, we're kind of dead. Like, I'm very concerned about the idea of me having to run away from a mob. Okay. So I just finished playing in a world where I had Elytra, I had a bunch of really good good enchantments, and I'm really, really grieving the loss of, well, not the loss, it's not gone, but I'm really grieving that world because I really liked that world. I liked being able to fly. I liked having nice pickaxes. I liked being able to jump too, that was nice. All right, so we are going to go ahead and start going straight down. Okay, so we got iron, got coal. I need to make a lot more steps before we can go down, though. We actually have cobblestone. Let's make cobblestone stairs. Perfect. That's exactly what we need. All right, we're going to make the rest of that into sticks. And we're going to make a whole bunch more torches. Okay, so we should have plenty of torches. We have 64 and 1. That's kind of funny. All right. Definitely want to take an iron pick down with me. Why are the tools not showing up here? Oh, I used all my sticks. You'd think sometimes I use my brain. That would be nice. Well, we got a brand new stone axe. Let's go ahead and use that. Okay. I have to cook up this. That is very loud. Okay. No. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go straight up this way. There we go. There we go. Now we got some wood for steaks. Since it's so hard to go up and down, I feel like I should just really quickly clear some trees, get myself in a little bit better tree position. Is that a dog? It's a wolf, obviously. I mean, I know, like, now it's a dog, not a wolf, not a dog, but still, freaking cool looking dog. Can I keep him? And no, one of the rules cannot be that I have to kill the dog. Don't do that to me. Okay. I feel like we got a little bit of frame drop going on. And mince raft. Freaking weird. This is not going to be a very aesthetically pleasing world because we're going to be leaving just floating trees everywhere. We got to get back up to our little home away from home before we get caught out by the monsters that we can't run from very easily. Sammy, knock it off. No. Sam, that is enough. Okay. Problem is he growls at people and then he's just this friendly as can be dog. Like, it's just annoying. Don't lick me like that. No, don't lick me when you're growling at people. It feels weird. Okay, I was going to make... Okay, back away from the window. You're not allowed to be next to the window anymore. Looking out is now banned. Let's go ahead and get ourselves an iron pickaxe. Interesting that, oh, there it is, finally. Okay, so we'll keep that as a backup for now. Obviously, we are gonna die. Like, we're gonna be just completely gone if we end up, you know, dying in this game because it's hardcore mode. But let's still keep our inventory clean. We're gonna have to play this very smart. Oh, we're gonna keep all the food with us, though. Let's go ahead and cook all this food. What you doing? What are you doing? Stop just licking me randomly. Oh, good lord. It's gross. Oh. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and keep all the food on us. We have an iron pick is back up. We have stairs. We're just put a stack there. We're gonna keep that in our inventory just in case. Let's go ahead and actually keep that there. We don't need this. Let's go ahead and drop the axe in here and the random gold ingots we have. And then food can just take up the rest of the hotbar, I guess. Perfect. Okay, now let us go down. Now, going down is not going to be a problem at all. That's going to be easy. Going up, it's going to be annoying. Luckily, we have some steps, and the more of these we make, the more we dig, the more cobblestone we'll have. We just gotta kind of prepare ahead of time. Okay. And the preparing ahead of time I wanted to do was grabbing this, but then I just completely spaced as soon as I got here. Okay. Let's go ahead and move that down. We don't need the crafting table for a while, at least. Yes! If we can get ourselves some iron armor really early on, that would be fantastic. Because we're going to be super vulnerable. Okay. Okay. Oh, really? Let's go ahead and run up and immediately get this iron cooking. No reason it should not be ready to go. Okay. Well, let's see how long it takes for this thing to vanish. But then again, all of these gold pickaxes, all good gold shovels have the curse of vanishing because they just don't last long enough. All right, update on the challenge, guys. Currently, I'm not allowed to jump. And right now, we're coming up on the 15-minute mark. You are now allowed to give me another rule to follow. I will be required for the duration of this game. It's currently a hardcore game. For the duration of this game, I would have to follow whatever rules you put down, so long as that rule resides within the game and is not crude or rude in some way. I have a hard time imagining what kind of rule would follow lines of rude, but... Sorry, no spam in the chat. Thanks for coming and watching, though. Okay. So, as I said, I can't currently jump. I'm hitting the spacebar. I completely disconnected it because I don't want the temptation of instantly hitting the spacebar or the jump key. So I've completely disconnected it. There's no way for me to jump right now. I'm completely, well, actually I do have it on the end key. That's the only time I will jump. It's the only time you'll see me jump, because I had to bind it to something. It wouldn't let me just not bind it, which is weird. But anyway, so I'm not currently allowed to jump. But if you can see the description, I put a little bit more of a descriptor in there. If you want to impose any rule on me, you are welcome to do so. And the exceptions are listed. Good Lord. I keep doing this every time I'm going up. Okay. We're probably still so high. I mean, I was in the side of a mountain when we started. So I'm thinking the goal for this stream is going to be full diamond gear, because we're not going to really be able to get much further than that without it. I'd love to get some obsidian and make a crafting table, but we'll kind of have to see how far we get. Having enchantments with the kind of stipulations and issues I'm going to have in this game, which I guarantee I'm going to have problems. Guarantee it. Having diamond armor with enchantments will be absolutely key. That's something I feel like I can actually do. Okay. Late game, I always have such an issue getting coal, so I just never say no to it anymore. I just can't. I can't afford to. Okay. If nothing interesting has happened yet, which is very true, nothing interesting has happened quite yet, but just wait until I see a horde of monsters coming at me and I can't run away. I'm really concerned for that, because I'm playing on hardcore mode, and if that happens, I'm dead. So I'm having to plan every escape route just in case a monster happens to spawn and kick my butt. This is why I'm thrilled we're getting so much iron so early, because so at least I can defend myself. I don't even have a sword yet. I need to go up and get the iron that I already smelted. Oh, good lord. Okay. Where's the stairway? Where's the stairway? Okay, so we're gonna have to dig this way a little bit. That sounded like does that sound like a drowned to you? It sounded kind of like a drowned. Okay. Oh, come on. Nope. Pork chop won't help me. Well, let's go up and at least get some iron armor going. Okay. All right. Looking snazzy. The golden boots are matched us perfectly. Okay, so I believe, so helmet takes 5. And so we have enough for that, plus, and boots are 7. So we should have enough for boots and a helmet, and then for pants and a helmet, and then we should hopefully very soon be able to find enough more to upgrade what's left. Oh, I kind of have 5 there, don't I? Good looking. Nice. Now we just have to wait for 7 more. Let's go ahead and deposit this stuff. We don't need all of it on us. Although I'd like to keep a little bit just so that we have it available. Let's go ahead and break down the acacia, make some more sticks out of it. Okay. And we're going for pants, so I need 7. Yeah. Now we're at the waiting portion of the stream. Just one more, and then we can go right back down. Although I should make myself a sword. Although I actually won't have enough material for a sword. So that's not happening. All right, we are good to go. We're actually gonna go ahead and take a little nap. Sleepy time. All right. So, reminder, jump key doesn't work. I can crouch, I can sprint, I can do everything else. I just can't jump. So I have a lot of stairs. Oh, I need to make more stairs. Silly me. Let me make more stairs. Lots more stairs. Okay, so we have stairs so we can get everywhere, because not having stairs is not a good idea. All right, so let's go ahead and take this with us again. Surprised I haven't had to eat anything more lately. Is hunger dialed down in hardcore mode? Because usually I could have sworn, like, in hard mode, I would have had to eat by now. So I feel like survival is more of a thing in hardcore mode, whereas, sorry, survival is more of a thing, like classic survival, I mean, is more of a thing in regular Minecraft, whereas in hardcore mode, it's all about, you know, not taking damage, I guess. So in addition to my no jumping rule, I have actually disconnected my spacebar. If any of you have any suggestions as to additional rules, I have, for this stream only, bound myself to following said rules until death. If I die and I have to restart the world, those rules will clear, all except for the spacebar rule. So we have to see how long I'll last. I'll even make a death counter if that becomes relevant. Okay, we're coming into that dripstone. We just passed by a dripstone cave on the way up here, so that's probably what that is. I'm gonna have to make a stone pickaxe just to be able to get by. Oh man. I used up all of my iron getting myself iron armor. And I don't even have enough to replace my pickaxe, which is about to break. We're gonna have to downgrade in order to be able to keep functioning. Alright. This has a cursive vanishing, but I feel like that's just kind of synonymous with saying it's a golden pickaxe. Can you guys stop messing with the curtains? Crazy dogs. They like looking out the window, but they just growl at everybody. It's kind of sad. And they're golden retrievers. They're not going to hurt anyone, but it's just like, come on, guys. Don't do that. Don't growl at people. Then people won't think you're nice. All right. I just wanted to double check my inventory, make sure good lord, make sure I didn't have any iron ore just sitting in there. I really don't want to use stone pickaxes. I really don't. Like, I was enjoying having a little bit better. Where are we at? We're currently at 107 still. Good lord. That's enough, Sam. Knock it off. No. I just tried to jump. Oh, shit. Why didn't it update? It didn't update for some reason. Yep, it did. It didn't update. That sucks. Probably why people weren't sticking around to watch. Makes a lot more sense now. Makes a lot more sense. Sammy, stop growling. You've been hearing people walking. Yeah, good morning to you too. Knock it off, Sam. You're not a guard dog. You're a golden retriever. I gotta ask though, did you leave my stream on all night? Because I'm wondering where these 3 viewers have come from, and they seem to have stuck around. I don't know what that was. Let's go ahead and... What was that? I was just wondering. I sometimes leave my PC on if I have to AFK a mob grinder or something like that. But I usually don't leave it on incredibly long. Like, I only sleep for like 6 hours at a time, so it's only like leaving it on for 6 hours as opposed to some people who sleep, you know, have the ability or time to sleep longer than that. If I slept overnight, then I might end up turning it off while I'm sleeping. I definitely do it while I'm at work. Good lord. I feel like my sensitivity is off because it's just like my camera's whipping around like crazy. Well, Alessandra, I don't know what you know. I don't know if you guys can even see the stream description that I wrote, but what we're doing today is we are doing we cannot jump, and every 15 minutes. Oh, gotcha. Every 15 minutes, I'm allowing the chat room to make up another rule that I have to follow. And so the idea is that, you know, the game's just gonna. I mean, I'm in a hardcore mode, so if I die, it's done. And those rules that the stream comes up with will last until I die, and you are allowed to come up with any rule that you like that I have to follow, as long as it, you know, is inside the game and it's not, you know, derogatory in some way, shape, or form. I was really grinding the last game, like when we were on the brothers server. Like, I was really grinding that world, so I would leave that on with me next to the grinder, just so I could make sure I got as much out of it as possible. But really didn't end up continuing on it. And the reason that we're not continuing on it right now is just because we're preparing for Doc's server to come out. Well, I now incidentally have enough copper to make a whole new set of tools. Just wondering, how much better is copper than stone, really? So I usually do it every 15 minutes. Actually, I think 15 minutes is pretty much right now, so go for it. I'm kind of nervous now. Because as of right now, I mean, I just can't get my space bar. I can't even jump. Okay, so I can mine, I can do all that stuff, but I have to only build in concrete. So that means I need sand and gravel. Oh man. This is gonna be a fun one. Well, let's go ahead and make ourselves a shovel. We're gonna need it. Let's go ahead and make 2 of them, because I feel like we're gonna need both. Oh boy. Okay. I'm beginning to think you don't like me. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna need all of this gravel. Okay. Oh jeez. So not only am I in hardcore mode, not only can I not jump, but now I can only build in concrete. Oh boy. Nope, you gave me what I asked for. It was just, you know, I'm the fool who asked for it. Oh boy. So the exception will be that I have to be able to build steps to put down steps. I don't consider that building. Or are you going to say that I can only build concrete steps? Can you even build steps out of concrete? I can't look it up. I'm actually going to Google that if you can make concrete steps or not. What the frick? When did I do that? I need to rebind my screen somewhere else because it's really being bad that it's in I keep on accidentally making that happen. I just think it's funny, just like, you know, you give me the new rule and then suddenly I'm just like, okay, I'm out. Okay, so we got a decent amount of gravel now. Well, I guess the question is, do I actually plan on building it all? Because I don't know if I'll be able to. Okay. Let's go ahead and harvest these and get going. Should I name the challenge only concrete and up building? Yeah, obsidian would have to be fine because, like, portals. I mean, you can't make portals out of gravel, I guess, but... Are you talking about, like, and up? Do you mean, like, rarity or durability? I am shocked I have not found more iron yet. I found like so many nodes of iron right at the beginning. Like I almost full iron gear. I had iron tools, but it's been so long since I found iron that all of my iron has been used, and I don't have tools anymore. Concrete, tough, obsidian, reinforced deep slate, and netherite blocks. So basically everything that's hard to mine. Well, I'm not going to be building out of netherite blocks, so that leaves us with Okay, so you're amending the rule to I can only use concrete, tough, obsidian, reinforced deep slate, and netherite blocks. That's what you're telling me? Is that the plan here? I haven't even hit tough yet. Thank goodness the stairs are fine. If I couldn't do the stairs, I'd literally just have to quit. Where even are we at? We're at 36 still. I've been mining forever. This is what happens when you go in at the top of a freaking mountain. Okay. Are you just copy pasting for me? It's not the highest tier in terms of durability or resistance to explosions. Falling blocks are considered higher tier. Okay. So it's popular for being like blast resistant, basically. Do I have any sticks? Yes, I do. So basically you're saying I can only build from blast resistant blocks, is what you're telling me? Well, that honestly makes a lot of sense because I'm honestly terrified of creepers without being able to run like normal. That's andesite? Nah. I didn't realize tough was blast resistant though. It's too early in the morning for me to be doing stuff like this. It is currently 9 a.m. I got home from work at like 6, and I've just been... Oh yay, more gravel. Oh, there's a cave. Might be able to find some iron. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I'm going to need it. I'm going to need the durability. Well, we have found the deep dark. Really? Okay. I mean, going over here would be incredibly stupid, right? I mean, this is hardcore mode. I'm thinking about going down there. Let's just grab the iron and run. Jeez, that sounded so freaking close. Why did it sound like right? Oh, it's right under me, that's why. Why is that so loud? Who came in here and messed with my... Let's turn that down just a slight bit. Because that sounds like he's like right inside my brain. See, now that's an appropriate sound level. Before it was like he was like digging out my brains with his fingertips. Okay. Like, I'm honestly irritated with myself that I made it so I can't jump. I'm honestly irritated. Nobody to blame but myself on that one. No creepers. No more. That was freaking, like, honestly, like, scared the crap out of me. Being next to the deep dark, just like, oh boy. Like, I feel like we should go down there. Like, I can't jump. And I have to build everything out of concrete. So, should the challenge end here? By me exploring the deep dark? See how far we can get without dying? Because technically, if I can sneak past all the baddies, I'm okay, right? I'd be okay down there. Oh, I meant to do it lower. Okay, so the downside is... Are you sure, though? Okay, I don't see any shriekers. Okay, I will go get concrete. I just want to explore a little bit, okay? This is extensive. Oh, it's gonna spread. I'm gonna break this and it's gonna spread. Oh, I'm shocked it didn't, honestly. Okay. I'm tempting fate here. This is the most interesting thing that's happened to all streams, so just let me do it. Okay. It's literally only activating because there's a freaking bat flying around. This is just too good. Thing is, I need to stop that thing from constantly calling out. Like, honestly, this doesn't go very far. It's not very extensive. Okay, it looks like this is all of it for at least this distance. I'm kind of glad we did it. I did end up going anyway, just because I did need more iron. Okay, looks like there's a little bit more here. I do want to see kind of how extensive it is altogether. Oh, it's extensive. It is extensive. There's an amethyst geode up there. I can't jump. I just remembered I can't jump. Okay. I'm honestly surprised that there's not more going on here, honestly. Okay, so this is where it gets more into like the full deep dark kind of area. So we're going to leave that there. We'll come back after we've made some concrete. I came through here. Really? Because I don't get anything from it. Oh, come on. I don't want to deal with a zombie right now. I'm good. Yeah, imagine me trying to scale that while trying to escape a zombie horde or a creeper. Okay, we're going to have to craft a few more steps. And since we can't build with cobblestone, I guess we're making a lot of steps out of cobblestone. Man, we went a while without adding more steps, didn't we? Good lord. Oh, I did it again. All right. Oh, stairs. Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna have to gather a lot of sand, and I need to get some, like, safety regulations. Don't talk to me about safety regulations. Good God. Okay, so we got that gravel. Do I have any gravel in here? No, of course I don't. Why would I? Okay. Let's go ahead and throw that stuff back, and we're going to go down and just use up the rest of these shovels to get more sand, I guess. No, I asked. I'm good with it. Maybe. I might regret my decisions. Sometimes. All the time. Let's just sprint directly down and build steps back up when we're done. I mean, it'll be pretty easy to find where I was, I'm pretty sure. Ow. I definitely feel like in hardcore mode it's less you lose less hunger and you have more damage resistance, I feel like. Because I mean, falling like that would have lost me a whole heart in normal, and there's been times when I've gone a really long time without eating, and like I've eaten one thing since this game started, and I've been in this game for like a week in Minecraft days so far. Whew. Thought I was gonna have to struggle for it. So the only thing is, I'm gonna need some sort of dye, because I can't just make concrete out of nothing. It has to have like a dye color to it for some reason. So I'll have to collect something that I can make a dye out of. Probably just flowers. It's the only thing I can get nearby. I don't have a bucket with me right now. I didn't wait for the iron to finish. I should have. Okay, so we are about to the 15-minute mark again. So far the rules that we are following is we are not allowed to jump and we are not allowed to build with anything except for blast resistant materials specifically. So if it is not blast resistant, we are not allowed to use it. So right now we're making concrete. That's all we're allowed to make right now. Come on. Come on. And I can't jump, so that means I can't get out of the water easy. Oh, the sun's starting to go down. We gotta get back to our base now before it becomes an issue. Oh boy. Imagine not being able to jump away from monsters that randomly spawn nearby you because this is Minecraft hardcore mode. Oh good lord. There we go. Well, we will. I think we might have a flower or two. I'm sure you can. I just don't know how, because you'd have to not. Let me think on that, because you'd have to find a way to place the block and destroy the block, and I don't think that there's an effective way to destroy the block without using TNT. Man, flying around with a light. Oh no 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 no! Out! Leave me alone. Good lord! Don't attack me. I cannot deal with it right now. No 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 no! No! Whew. Run away! Oh no. No, 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 no. I'm not gonna die after all of this. Oh, jeez. I got nervous. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought this was over. I thought the whole run was over. Oh. I thought the run was over. Okay, so... Dude, I have one flower. Dude, just go away. Great. Thought it was gonna be burning for a lot longer than that. Okay, so let's go ahead and make ourselves some iron boots just so we can complete the set, be a little bit more protected. Thank goodness we had those because I don't know if we would have survived all that without it. Okay, so trying to think what I want to do next because we have a limited amount of iron. I definitely want some sort of sword. An iron pickaxe would be great for when that stuff breaks, and let's do an iron shovel and then leave the rest. Okay, and now I also need to figure out making concrete because I'm not allowed to build with anything else. Okay, oh, I can make 8 blocks of concrete powder. Very nice. Okay, so I just need to gather like a ton more flowers, basically. I think it's kind of silly that you need dye to make concrete. Why can't there just be like a sand colored one that's like a basic version? I don't know. Okay. Oh, hush. I didn't bring a bucket. I mean, I could just place them in the water. That's the thing. Like, I just can't. I can't think of how to automate it because I mean, I don't know the tools well enough. New rule is I have to automate as soon as possible. Okay. Let me think on it. Let me think on how I can do that. The problem is I can't do much automation outside of redstone. Unless I use villagers or golems, which... YouTube! Let's go. Trying to think this through, and it's not working. I'm not a big thinker this time of the morning. I'm just trying to think if there's a way to... Oh, you're bringing up YouTube videos. Okay. Whew. That is so loud. Okay. I just don't have the material to make pistons yet. How much... What does it cost to make a piston? I guess is the big question. Oh, that's a team, apparently. And so one thing I really haven't done much with, I haven't worked with pistons all the time, at least not since coming back. I'm an adult, leave me alone. Okay. Oh, so pistons are honestly not that bad to make. It's going to be the redstone repeaters and everything else. It's only repeaters though, it's not comparators, so I don't have to like go to the nether for it or anything. So, I mean, technically, yes, I could automate it, but like I'm honestly shocked I haven't even found redstone yet. As soon as I find redstone, I can start working towards automating that stuff. But it's as I suspected, I won't be able to... So it looks like they put it in a crafter, use a dispenser to dispense the block. Water runs down, an observer triggers when it sees the water running or whatever, when it sees, or the block being built or whatever, and it blows up TNT. So something like that. That's as far as I can tell. I'm gonna need some sort of I'm gonna need to get together some sort of mob grinder so I can get gunpowder. I think that's the one thing that I'd really be missing here is the ability to get mob drops. That's the only thing that I need to work on. The problem is because I can't jump, making like a large vertical mob grinder like I normally make is going to be near impossible. Alright, we got a bucket of water. We should only need one. Let's see if we can get... I wonder if we can get like orange dye from these pumpkins. I wonder if you can... No, you can't. Okay. I was wondering if you could get dye from the pumpkins, but no, that's not a thing. Really? Okay. Really? 2 of them in a row? And yes, there was a part of me that was just going to leave that first one. You know, I have never seen a town, an area that has so few flowers. Oh, and I say that and I immediately find some. Perfect. No, 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 no. Okay, I feel like I gotta fight him. Oh, jeez. Okay. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. No! Oh, oh, jeez. No, 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 no. This is bad. This is bad. This is very bad. Nope. No, 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 no. Oh. Yes, I'm very happy about that rule addition. I can't jump, so I can't get away from these guys easily. Or maybe, can I go out the back? Okay. They're like literally right above me. I think they like know where I am. Oh, I thought that sheep was... Oh my goodness. Okay, got one. Where's the rest of my food? Okay, we gotta finish this. We gotta finish this. Come closer. Where's the other one? There was two more. Where are they? Okay. So either they ran off trying to find me somewhere else, or they despawned. I like both ideas. Someone killed an armadillo. All right. We're gonna go back to base. We're gonna make some more concrete, and then we're gonna start building an actual house. In case you are a newer viewer, so every 15 minutes I'm allowed to watch. I am given a new rule by the chat room. I started with the rule that I'm not allowed to jump. I came into this without my jump key activated. I'm also not allowed to build in any material except for blast resistant blocks, so concrete, obsidian, or the like. And I'm also I have to automate whatever I'm doing as soon as possible. So one of the things that I'm going to be doing pretty early on, because I have to build in concrete, is I'm going to have to build a concrete mixer pretty early on, but I can't do it yet just because I'm not at that stage. I'm not quite there yet. Oh, good Lord, this is going to be an issue. Oh. Okay, this is... Every time I take a step, I fall down further. And again. I just want to get back to base before I get killed by monsters. No. Come on, please. We're sleeping in the village tonight. Hello, sir. I need to call up your house. Thank you very much. What is this, terracotta? I'm surprised nobody's using this bed. Yeah, it's just terracotta, not cement. Is terracotta blast resistant though? Somehow I doubt it. Oh, good lord. I fell just as I was trying to place the block. This is ridiculous. Why did I do this? Like the one you gave me, it's like, you know, I asked you to do it. But this I did to myself. It's ridiculous. Okay. I almost don't know where our mountain is. Somewhere around there. Well, I guess it's about time for us to go mining again. Really? I'm not even gonna bother removing it. Come on. Getting up this mountain is just its own level of annoying. Okay. Okay, we made it back. Oh wow, I didn't realize I got so many red flowers over the yellow. All right, I think we now finally have enough to There we go. I built out concrete. Aren't you proud of me? Well, let's be fair. I did technically build out of concrete dust, but I turned it into concrete eventually. I don't have enough material to make a door, so I guess we're going doorless. Oh wait, no, I have a bunch of wood here. Fantastic. We need 3 doors apparently. Go ahead and block that. Beautiful little house, isn't it? Good news is you can see it from a distance. It is not an unobtrusive structure. Okay, and we are currently completely out of food, and we have... Oh wait, no, I literally have 6 hay bales worth of food-like substance. Oh. I was gonna just start like building out, but then I realized I don't have any actual concrete. It's all dust. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. This is gonna cause issues. I don't want to go back down, but at the same time, I don't really have a choice. I don't even really know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make myself a little staircase. Oh wait, I don't need... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. This is a very regal and elegant solution. The stuff on the bottom won't even actually get used. Okay, we'll start with that. I don't want to cover up these stairs just yet until I know I can get more. Oh. How did I go through that many steps so far already? Good lord. I can't make steps out of straight diorite, I don't think. No, actually I can. I think I can, actually. Never mind. Okay. At least this isn't like one of those challenges where you have to like, you cannot get off the logs or something like that. Like, that would be a pain. This is going to be the most mishmashed looking staircase in the whole frickin' world. Because nothing ever matches. Nothing's ever going to match because I never have enough of just one material. And we'll extend that staircase all the rest of the way down. Yeah, I understand that it's supposed to be helpful. I mean, like you have to automate everything as soon as you can. It's both a challenge and a benefit in the long run. It's just one of those things of, okay, now I have to go through the mental hurdles of, okay, so how do I do this? It's not necessarily like, oh man, that's so hard. Why are you doing this to me? Nope, definitely not what I'm thinking. Definitely not. No, I actually really enjoy the idea of getting things automated in this version because I don't see myself surviving very long if I don't automate. This could be a very, very short adventure if I don't. Just ordered Minecraft? What do you mean? Okay, trying to figure out what else I want to do before we go back down, but I don't think there's really anything else. Whew, okay. I'm not ready for this. I am not ready for this. But we're doing it anyway. You got the game? Like on a different console? I could have sworn you had already played it. Oh wait, no. I'm thinking about Astea. She's the one who's played before. What platform did you have it on? Do you have it on console or PC? You said you have PC, so that would make most sense. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely the easiest place to get it right now. Oh, jeez. I keep looking at this and I'm like, this looks painful. So this front area I got cleared. I honestly just want to explore the deep dark. Like, I really want to explore it. I didn't bring any stairs down with me. I took all the stairs out of my inventory. Oh, jeez. I'm just surprised you seem as knowledgeable as you do about Minecraft without actually owning the game. Because me, the only reason I know as much as I do is because I used to play, and now I'm back to it and feel like an absolute noob in almost every single conceivable way. We are coming upon that 15-minute mark again. If you guys have any additional rules that, if the chat room has any additional rules that they want to put on me to so right now we are dealing with 3 rules. We are not allowed to jump. I actually have my jump key disconnected. We are only allowed to build out of blast resistant materials. The opinion about it is that, well, you know, I'm going to need it anyway because, you know, I'm going to get myself into pretty big trouble without it, which I agree. And then there's also the last rule is that we have to automate everything as soon as possible, which is kind of like a soft rule. It's not really like a hard and fast rule, simply because I think it was done more out of empathy than as a desire to make these things more difficult. So if anyone has any ideas for any other rules, I am happy to follow them. These rules will expire, including the not able to jump one. That they will all expire if I die. I will endeavor to do my best not to die. I will try to succeed in every possible way. But if I die, all the rules reset. The goal is that I want to beat the game without having died, and not die. It's a hardcore game, so if I die, it's gone. So, one chance, one opportunity. If we die, the rules go away and we lose it all, and we have to start all over with brand new rules. Oh, is that the new rule? I'm not allowed to die? Okay, I'll just lock myself in a room with a ton of food. Oh, jeez. You said I wasn't allowed to die. Well, I guess we'll see. Okay. I guess maybe I should go this way first just to light the area up. Because I'm going to go towards the deep dark. I don't want anything coming up behind me. Okay, that wasn't too far. That wasn't too bad. Ooh, more iron though. This is going to become a hardcore survival game mode. The thing is, I want to go in the deep dark. I want to challenge myself to go into the deep dark and somehow come out of it alive. Like, that's what I want to do. Like, this seems genuinely interesting and fun to me. So I'm going to try it, and we're going to do our best not to die. And if it looks like I'm going to die, I'm going to run like crazy. We found the deep slate, so we can start building some out of that too. I thought I swapped torches. Good lord. Let's go ahead and make sure our escape route is properly set up. Did I bring the crafting table with me? Yes, I did. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb your sleep. Quite reach in. Yeah, so Java is the version that I play and that Robert, Garrett, and Doc play. Bedrock is like a newer edition. So Java was the original edition. That was made by a guy named Notch way back when. And then, sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you. I can't jump. And then Bedrock was created by Microsoft as like a lookalike to Java. They were trying to make basically a competitor to it that would be a little easier to run, because Java, just the way it's written, is hard for some reason. I don't know. I don't understand it. But anyway. I'm sorry, I did not mean to disturb your sleep. We're gonna have to start digging out some more cobblestone here pretty soon so we can make more steps. So there's obviously some more over there. So I'm gonna come back this way. I can't go up, gosh dang it. Luckily, it doesn't seem like there's any screamers nearby. So in the deep dark, there is those sensors. They can sense when you place a block. They can sense when you move without sneaking. They can sense when mobs go by. And so they're very tricky because all they do is sense you. But they signal another block called a screamer. And it literally like screeches and notifies what's called the warden. And then the warden, once the warden's been called, then he comes stomping in, and he's nigh unkillable. Like, even the Ender Dragon has a health total. Eventually you can kill him, but the warden is unkillable. You cannot, there's nothing you can do against him, period. So the only thing you can do is sneak around him and get around him somehow. Some way, somehow. So that's why I feel confident that we can make it in the deep dark, because I don't want to get in confrontations anyway. I don't want to fight anybody anyway. So but anyway, it gives me a lot of confidence trying to do this, because I very much feel like it's an actual possibility. We could actually succeed. And the goal, like you said, is to succeed. Like, you want me to live, I want me to live, so let's do it. Oh, I can't just make a straight andesite. Oh wait, I need a lot more andesite in order to be able to make that. I don't know why I'm thinking. New rule, only allowed to build in none colors. I guess I don't know what you mean by none colors. Okay, so just to get some people up to date on what's going on, we are currently in the deep dark kind of area of hell. We are not allowed to jump. We are not allowed to white, blacks, and grays. So I cannot build any more in red. I have to basically collect bone meal or play with this. So a few different rules. I'm not allowed to build with any blocks except for blast resistant blocks. I'm not allowed to jump. I'm not allowed to, I have to automate as soon as possible. As soon as it is possible to automate something, I have to automate it. And also I can only build in white, black, and gray. I cannot build in any other color. So basically I build like Batman from the Lego movie. This is just a dead end. I came all this way for nothing. And so when I say I can't jump, I literally have to use stairs to get everywhere, because my space bar is completely disconnected. It doesn't work. So We're just stuck doing this. Oh, there's a tunnel here. I didn't even see it first. Oh, calm down. It's just one little block. This is freaking insane. That's a screamer. And when the warden is called, the area goes dark and you can't see a thing. I'm freaking nervous, man. Oh, literally right there. No, 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 no. You're staying over there. So that thing coming out of the ground was the warden. Okay. So the only thing to do is to wait for them to despawn. Like, fighting them is completely worthless. Okay, I think he's going away. He literally was digging out from right underneath me. I'm seeing, so the stream preview is showing like a minute behind for me. So I'm watching myself building up so he can't get past this blockade. I'm watching that happen now. Luckily we have all these steps, so I don't have to worry about jumping around. I can just sneak on them. Like, I'm not trying to tempt fate, but at the same time, I kind of want to see him. I don't know if he got past my blockade or not. Is he sniffing for me? Like, do you hear this? I think that's supposed to be his, like, heartbeat or something. We're getting out of here. You know, I'm a fool, but I'm not that kind of fool. Okay. Oh, man. Like, honestly, I was kind of genuinely worried there that I had just, like, gone one step too far, that I was just gonna be done. We're just gonna keep mining down. We're gonna try to get some diamonds. We'll probably, and with how extensive the deep dark is, I'm sure we're gonna meet up with it again. What did I just say? Oh, it's literally the... Let's go ahead and get this real quick. It's worth it. Is he still searching for me? He can't be. Gotta get this iron and then... Jeez, why do they make him sound so intimidating? Really? I was really hoping that I'd find some like nice like service level diamonds, although I think we're about 10 blocks too high for diamonds. I'm shocked he hasn't gone away yet. Like, this is... I wonder what their actual, like, duration is. Like, how long they actually stick around for. Okay. I just want to clean... Oh, and there's more. Oh. Okay, so quick guide to Minecraft. The first thing you do, obviously, you probably the fact that you are talking about a better axe. It sounds like you've already made one. So what you want to do is the same material that you use to make your axe, you want to make a pickaxe, and you want to go get stone. Any gray material like this stuff will work. Basically the stone will turn into this stuff, cobblestone, and you put it in the same pattern in your crafting table as you did the wood. Okay, we gotta get out of here. He's getting angry. Great. And once you... So, here, I'm gonna show you... This is what you're looking at. If you're looking at this menu, what you want to do is you can do two different things. There's a specific pattern to make an axe. I don't have sticks on me, so I'll show you with dirt. You put dirt, you put sticks one on top of the other. If you want to make sticks, you take a piece of wood plank, which you can get by just throwing that into your inventory. You take the wood plank and you split it, and it will become sticks. It'll split it in this pattern, and then you take the sticks, put them in the same pattern, and then you'll take cobblestone, and that'll make an axe. But with this is sticks instead of dirt, obviously. And if you want a pickaxe, you need to have it like that. I remember coming from like old school Minecraft where they didn't have that crafting menu, so you just had to figure it all out yourself. The freaking warden is still searching for me. I'm just getting out of here. We're just gonna make hay while the sun shines and get on out. Bye. Okay, now I need to figure out exactly what I'm doing up here. A lot of raw iron, thank the Lord. Oh, I have my sword in my offhand. Interesting. I usually try to keep tools in my offhand. All right, so we don't need to stick around for that, but I kind of wanted to just back away so that the warden could despawn, because we're not going to be able to go back down towards anywhere near the deep dark while he's marauding around in that one area, because he literally popped up right underneath us. In fact, I think that's going to have to be a clip at some point, because that scared the crap out of me, him just coming out of the ground right there. Good Lord. But we're going to go down. We're going to try our hand at the deep dark one more time. If he reappears, then we're just going to go straight down for diamonds. In fact, no, I honestly should just go for diamonds first, but I have a feeling like it's so extensive. I feel like we're going to just run into it again. What level are we at right now? 20? I think it's like 16 before we get to... before we get to where like diamond level is. 16 to like, I'm like negative 16, I think, actually. So reminder of the rules. We're not allowed to jump. We are not allowed to build with anything that's non-blast resistant. We can only build in grayscale. And we have to automate as soon as it is possible to automate something. We have to automate it. That is, I mean, of course, you know, that's more of a benevolent rule. I mean, it's a very you know, it'll help me out in the long run, but it's going to be a bit of a brain bender. Like as soon as we hit redstone, we have to start automating things, and that's going to be a trick. That's going to be a trick. In about 5 more minutes, we're going to have the opportunity for one more rule. So if anybody in the chat wants to give a rule in about 5 minutes, you'll have your opportunity to put it forward. Oh, finally I get to use my iron pickaxe. Praise be. Okay, let's go ahead and get steps put the rest of the way up here. Really? So I can't jump, so therefore I have to do this stuff. I have to keep a crafting table on me at all times so I can always make more steps. I like steps as much as the next guy, but come on. Where are we at? 5? Okay, I think we got another like 20-ish blocks before we're going to be hitting a diamond area. Obviously, you know, going down to like negative, like what, I think it's like 50 something, 60 something is where diamonds are really good, but then you get like lava spills and you don't get coal, you don't really get much iron either. I don't really want to dig for gold right now. It's not useful to me in my current predicament. Now lapis we're gonna need if we ever survive long enough to get enchantments. We're gonna have to have it. I'm honestly kind of shocked that we did not meet up with the Deep Dark again. I feel like we're kind of past it at the moment. Oh, this is the geode that I found when I was walking around. I love the sound of this. And if I remember correctly... Nope, I was wrong. Well, we can't build out of this because it's not grayscale, but it's cool to see. So Androstea, this is an amethyst geode. They appear like this throughout the world quite a bit. If you ever want to make... So there's different types of glass. There's regular glass, colored glass, and stained glass. Colored glass is like normal, like stained glass that you see like in a church or something. Regular glass is just the clear pane of glass that you see in normal windows. Then there's stained glass, which with stained glass it doesn't allow light through, but you can still see through it. So it's great for when you have a mob spawner and you need to be able to see inside of it, but at the same time you don't want light getting in, because if there's light, mobs typically don't spawn. So that's what makes it useful. Really? If he somehow gets up here into this... No! He can hit you through walls, by the way. No! Oh... Oh... I thought I was able to get out of there. So, one of the dangers of the Warden is that once they've located where you are, once they've tuned in on where you're at, they can hit you through the walls. The sonically charged shriek is their main attack. They can hit you physically, like when they're close to you, but they can use that shriek and they can hit you through walls with it. And so apparently he must have been just close enough to me that he was able to get a good hit off. Now, that means, however, that that world is done. We will no longer be able to access it. The only thing we'll be able to do is spectate that world. See, as soon as we go back in, it's not even loading properly. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and rebind my controls to my spacebar. Okay, so we are now going to... I've actually been streaming for 2 hours already. Good, gosh dang. So we're going to delete that world because there's nothing we can do with it anymore. Well, that's one death. Took me 2 hours to die. That's... I'm actually curious. You know what? How about let's go ahead and just make a new world. I'll just make a standard world. And how about... Oh, no. No, no, no. Not the monkey with drip. Okay, I just updated my stream to being not what it was, because I'm going to go ahead and hop in and I don't know what I did wrong. Okay, so we are in a new world. Androstea, I'm going to go ahead and give you basically a tutorial. If you see anything that you don't understand, go ahead and ask. Obviously, you've already started this part. I'm going to go ahead and punch a tree really quick. Oh, good lord. I am so sorry. My brothers did it to me. I blame them. Okay, so you've already built... have you built a crafting table? Because, so... there's a crafting menu inside of your menu. When you hit E, it brings this up. But if you have not built a crafting table, you will not have access to all of the things you need. So you have to put, it's just a, like, it'll show you right here, it's just a pattern of 4. And basically, you have to have that or you can't progress in the game. You just can't. So now that I've shown you that, sticks, like I explained, is 1 block over another. And then what you can do from there is you can then split it to being, you know, just split that in half so it's like a handle. And then you'll take that and put that across. That'll make your pickaxe. I did that a little quickly, so if you need me to do it again, I can. It's no problem. And then you'll want to do a round like that, and that'll be your axe. So just let me know if you... yeah, Alessandra, Lexi, sorry. Lexi just... Okay, so we have dark oak here, birch. Any wood will work the same way functionally in the crafting table. The only thing that they do that does is affect the way it looks after the fact. So right now, like, I'm punching an oak tree. This is what I got right now. I'm not using an axe, but I'm not, so it kind of is what it is. So when you go into your crafting menu, you just take that oak log. Okay, so walk up to your crafting table, and either you can right click, or you can hit, if you hit E, you'll open your personal menu. But if you right click on it, that'll open up your crafting menu on your crafting table. And then what you'll do is you'll take your oak logs and you can drop them straight into there. You can do this in your mini crafting menu too. The difference is stream on email. I don't know what you mean. I mean, I use a program called Restream, and then it streams to both Twitch and YouTube. So anyway, so Alessandra, this crafting table has limited use. You can make like torches and sticks and oak planks with it, but anything more complicated and... Okay, perfect. So you will need an axe probably as well. You can technically go without the axe if you have the pickaxe, because that means that you can go and get stone. So as long as you have sticks, you should not need to go get a wooden axe, because you'll still be able to make the proper tools. So okay, so an axe is, let me go ahead and I'll just make one more for you. You'll never have too many axes. So you'll have that just like with the shovel and with the pickaxe, but then you'll go, instead of that, you'll go around the edge. And I'll give you a preview of what you're making. But also, if you have, if you don't have this menu here, you can just click on this book. This is probably what you're seeing right now. And so what you do is you hit that crafting book, and it'll bring up this side menu, and that'll tell you all the things that you can make. If this has an X, it's showing everything, like even stuff that you don't have the materials for, but you've learned how to make. But if you click on that and it has the green check mark, then it will show you only the things you are able to make. So for right now, I'm able to make an axe and a pick, but for some reason it's telling me I can't make a shovel. I don't know why. So anyway, but you know, you drop that there and boom, now I can make a shovel. And I had to learn a new recipe for that, but this is a good cheat. You still kind of have to figure out most of the recipes originally yourself. what you want to do is you want to, you know, once you've made your axe, you want to break it on just cutting down as many trees as you possibly can, because there's no point in all of Minecraft where you will not need wood. Whether it's as a fuel source, whether it's a building block, some way, shape, or form, you're going to need wood. Okay, why is it showing you redstone already? So right now I haven't... Okay, so... That's weird that it's showing you any redstone. It shouldn't. This is true. Yeah, you can. I don't usually think about bamboo because bamboo wasn't introduced when I learned the game, so I have a hard time thinking of it as a block that you can utilize in that way. But it is, you know, it can also be used in the same way. I think the only real difference between bamboo and regular wood is just the look of it, basically. There's really no other difference functionally. Oh, good lord. I hate it when I accidentally move off the block before I'm done cutting it. So Lexi, I don't know what all you're seeing on your screen. All I know is that, you know, when you're in this menu, I'm trying to think of how to explain without knowing kind of what you're seeing. You said you're seeing sand and redstone. Do you mean literal redstone, or do you mean stone that is red? Because that means you're probably in like a Badlands or something like that. And that's not a great starting area, but it's, you know, you can still work there. I'd go for an area that has plenty of trees, preferably next to water, because then you'll be able to get bamboo and sugarcane and all that kind of stuff. It'll make your life a lot easier later on. Okay, so the water and the sand is good. Do you have a lot of trees around you? Do you have any trees around you at the moment? I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. Let's go ahead and make all that into... Go ahead and build ourselves a hut. Day one. So your first goal is going to be to build a house kind of like what I'm doing right now, because at night monsters come out and they try to kill you. Unless you're playing on peaceful mode, my guess is you went with the standard game settings, which puts you automatically on normal, which means that the mobs are, you know, they're there, but they're not too aggressive. Easy mode, they're a little bit easier. Hard mode, obviously they're a little bit harder. Hardcore mode doesn't seem to be terribly bad, honestly, on the monsters front, unless you battle the warden, which I did last game, and yeah, now I'm dead. But you just want to get, you know, basically 4 walls around you as quick as you can. Doesn't have to be incredibly intricate at this stage. This is very much akin to the kind of house that I built when I was first starting out. So, in fact, my first nights in the game were pretty typically... Okay, good. Then you don't have to worry about nighttime with monsters. What you do need to worry about is getting food, because your hunger will still go down and it will cause damage. It won't kill you, but it will cause damage, I believe, on peaceful mode. Don't quote me on that, because that might not be 100% true, but I can't really think of a reason why it wouldn't be true. Either way, just make sure that you're aware that you could very easily... Good lord, I'm just sorry, I'm just trying to check on something really quick, and... There we go. Okay. Sorry. Just wanted to check on stuff. You don't need food on peaceful? Okay. Well, then never mind. You really don't have to worry about anything on peaceful then. Just don't fall from too high. Unless fall damage is also negated. Basically, you get the experience of being on a creative world without the flying, without the infinite resources. Okay, I'm gonna need some stone. Do I have any exposed veins, or am I gonna have to go digging? I feel like bottom of here will have some. Yep, there's some right here. Perfect. Oh man, I was gonna have to smelt some stone. I was gonna have to smelt some. No. Well, that went well. Can the dragon still kill you, or will the dragon aggro on you if you're in peaceful? I guess. I mean, I used to play on peaceful a lot, but it's just been a long time. Well, I mean, again, the question is like, will it still aggro? Will it still try to hurt you? Yeah, that was here's me preaching about how, oh, you need to be careful, and I'm gonna lose all my stuff. Which, I mean, it wasn't a lot of stuff, but it was my stuff. Oh, great. I heard a baby. I heard a baby zombie. Leave me alone, baby zombie. I don't like you. Yeah, well, I guess it would have to spawn because there's no way to get back from the end if it doesn't. Okay, well, I'm gonna probably die multiple times. I really don't like this as a starting area, honestly. Just because it's so freaking confusing. I'm getting turned around so much. So, oh jeez, no, it's a baby zombie. Stay away, zombie. This is going very well. Ouch. Ow. I'm gonna probably die again. I don't even remember if I put it on hard mode or not. Whew. Okay. I feel like a birch forest is a little bit more manageable. It's a little bit more sparse. But we're starting over from scratch, I guess. With a creeper right there. That's cool. I love creepers. They're like my best friends that I really don't like coming around. Just die, I need your flesh. I will beat you to death with leaves. That is true. I can't imagine you'd be able to get an a fully formed ender portal. I didn't think about that. So how would you get it? It's not possible for, well, you can't just go to the end and trade because they wouldn't spawn either because they're an aggressive mob. I mean, so pigmen technically can be non-aggressive depending on what you're wearing. So if zombie pigmen still spawned, you could trade with them and get Eyes of Ender. You wouldn't be able to get blaze rods because blazes are an aggressive mob. So you wouldn't be able to make those, but so it'd be incredibly difficult in a peaceful world to make that happen. But you could do it, technically. Oh, starting over. I feel like I'm gonna get blown up. I'm just gonna come out and hit me out of nowhere. Yeah. There's really not much of a chance. Yeah. Not at all. Okay, so we're gonna make a new axe. Freaking nuts. Actually, I know you can options, difficulty. Yeah, I had it on normal mode. I almost always play on hard mode now. All right. The thing I've realized is that I didn't realize this before, but mobs on hard mode spawn with gear. They spawn with, you know, just more loot in general. I didn't realize that it was such a drastic difference. Let's go ahead and get that. Is that a witch? Oh, I saw a witch, but no, it was just the birch. I don't want to fight a witch right now. I'd be in very bad shape. Oh, I was going to make a sword so I can kill all these pigs. I mean, cows. Good lord. Those are not pigs. Self-defense. Perfect. No. No, 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 no. Burn in the daylight. One shot kills me at this point, like, honestly. One shot and that skeleton's got me. I'm gonna hide in a tree and let him die on his own time. I just don't have any food. I want to kill these things to get food, and of course, as soon as I get the sword out and ready to go, they're showing up and trying to shoot me. Come on, rise a little faster there, son, please. Here. I thought him going quiet was him dying. Gosh dang it. I don't even know where I was at this point. This is getting ridiculous. All I know is I was trying to get out of this area. Looks like I'm going in the right direction, at least. Oh, I wonder what goodies I will get here. A golden sword with smite 5. Wow. Fortune 1? You know, that's actually a really good little thing there. Go ahead and take the chest too. I don't see why not. Freaking insane. Whoop, ow. Good lord, that startled me. I completely forgot that I stepped on that. Oh, good lord. Why is it so cold in here? I have the heat turned on. Like the vent's like blowing right at me. Yep, it is. Oh, and that won't work. I remember walking past that fallen tree. I'd rather not make my third crafting table in this game. You know what? I think I'm going to start out in this forest right here. I think this forest looks really good. Let's go ahead and make yet another crafting table. Oh, good lord. I just want to double check that. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure, because for some reason, so here's the thing. I have Twitch preview from watching that, and it's showing me completely up to date. Like it's almost showing like exactly what I'm seeing right now. And then I have my stream preview through Restream, and it's showing me like 5 minutes ago. Like I just died to a skeleton on Restream. I don't know why the difference, but it's just so crazy. Okay, so I need a new axe. I don't know why I picked that up. I'm still gonna need a pickaxe, so let's just go ahead and quickly get a pickaxe. Do this the easy way. Okay. Oh, I can make mushrooms now. Mushrooms! Oh, that's kind of cool. It's supposed to be like a split. Honestly, like finding a fallen birch tree in the forest, I feel like it's a lot more likely than finding anything else because they rot so easily from the inside. Like, they are not rot resistant at all. I used to work in the tree service, and I cannot tell you how many birch trees I had to cut down that were just like a husk. Like, you could like crush them with your fist. But people love to, for some reason, people love to take like birch logs, like, you know, pieces about that big around, and just like line their driveways with them up here. It's really weird. I find it very odd. Okay. I think it's about time I got some stone. I'm kind of lollygagging. I need to get some stone. I need to build my starter base. Although my version of the starter base is much worse than other people's, because I'm used to just get something up, get a shack in place so that you have a place to store your items that don't get blown up, and then go from there. But I don't really have the option to do that. I'm really going to need to find some sheep, though, because I keep on respawning really far away, and it's not cool. I'm not going to be able to find this place a third time. So I need to find myself some sheep, and kill them, and eat them. So, just a quick reminder in the chat, if you guys are watching and you guys are enjoying watching me play, or you want to see me play another time, I do play with my brothers. They're a lot of fun to watch as well. I play with my dad occasionally, who plays Satisfactory, and he's a very well-known streamer in that circle. If you guys are enjoying watching and you have not followed my channel yet, please do. Every follow helps. I'm actually like 3 followers away from my 40 goal, so I'm very close to that goal, and I'm very excited to hit that soon. So like I said, if you are enjoying the content and you want to see more of it, I also have a YouTube channel that should be linked below. If it's not, let me know. I will link it in the channel. But if you search this same username as is on my account right now, then you'll be able to find it pretty simply. Looks like I found my home base. I don't need to to build one out here. And I found myself some coal. Let's use our Fortune 1 pickaxe to get ourselves double coal. Yes. Not like I'll be able to do anything else. I mean, I can get iron, I guess, but I can't get like diamonds or really anything else, honestly. It's a worthless pickaxe otherwise. All right, let's see what we can do about lighting this place up. Good lord. Alessandra, if you are watching, you need to also have torches. If you're once you're not in a situation where you're in peaceful, if you make a world that's not a peaceful mode, you'll need torches everywhere. Torches are pretty easy to make, just one stick and a coal above it. You know what? It is almost 11 o'clock. I've almost been online for, well, it's been 2.5 hours. Usually I'm sleeping right now. But if this is a good time frame for you guys to watch, if you guys find this more of an enjoyable time to watch me, I can switch my stream schedule around to streaming in the mornings, most mornings, and then playing with Doc in the afternoon on that one stream a week that we do together. How did that already break? What, you like me streaming in the morning? Yeah, so there are upsides and downsides to streaming in the morning. The only real downside, honestly, is that I wouldn't end up playing with Robert and Garrett quite as much. Okay, well, so I think that I could probably switch things around. Like if it works for, I mean, I'm getting there's a decent viewership going on. I'm pretty happy with things as they're sitting right now. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by trying to figure out what I'm doing. So the idea would be that I could stream in the mornings, except for the one time that I stream with Doc, which, most of the people that watch me watch him, so it's kind of it kind of works for both of us. And then I could stream in the mornings for the rest of it, besides that one stream. And I'd probably end up streaming with my brothers on Friday night. That would probably be the one exception to that. So I think we'll demo a few more days of me streaming in the morning. See how it works. See how it feels. I'm just wondering how big this cave is that's nearby that I can hear them. I was trying to figure out where these zombie noises are coming from because they sound very close. I'm hoping. Dang it, I was hoping it was like a zombie spawner or something like that, but no, it's just another cave nearby. Oh. Well, dang, this sword does work. It's already almost broken, but gosh dang. Let's take out this creeper and then we can light this area up. got gunpowder. Yes. Okay. I just gotta get out of here. I still like have the mindset that I'm not allowed to jump. And I'm pretty sure I was right through here. Yep, I was. Let's... Oh, good lord. Okay, that's good enough. Yeah, so typically, like, I keep myself pretty busy. I don't do, honestly, I don't watch near as much Twitch as I used to, just because I spend so much time at work. Like, I'll usually be gone. I work between 9 and 10 hour shifts, and that's about 30 minutes away. So it's about 11 hours of my day overnight that is taken up by work. And then I usually stream between 3 and 4 hours. And so by the time I get done with all that, most of the time I just put on YouTube, and I just either if I do even watch anything, I'll put on YouTube and I'll just like kick back and basically just, you know, kind of but not really pass out. It's a good building material. It works. Yeah, I like sandstone. I think you can get like chiseled sandstone, which looks nice as well. If you try putting it in your crafting table, that might do it. But base sandstone also looks really good as well. And just ordinary glass, ordinary sand, if you just take that and like, if you have a furnace, you can just put ordinary sand in there and that'll make glass for you. It doesn't have to be anything special. All right, got a little bit of start here going here. I just don't like the fact that there's a gap right there. Let's go ahead and build it out a little bit. We'll get ourselves a door here. I kind of want some steps though. Let's go ahead and get that and get ourselves a little bit of stairs. Let's just do that right here. Okay, and then we'll fill this in and probably do 3 blocks high for the walls here, just so we have a little bit of space. We can put something up above our heads if we want to. We're not going to be able to sleep tonight, obviously. I plan to go out and find some sheep so we can maybe start a sheep farm, but that would require me also getting some wheat to get them to follow me home. So we'll just have to see what we can find. My favorite kind of bases when I first started playing was always these cave bases, and I would literally just completely demolish entire caves from the inside out just so I could build myself a cool little nook to be in. It was so much fun. I loved it. One thing you can do is you can make a pressure plate. And so what you can do with those is you can put them right next to your door and that'll automatically open and close your door. Downside is mobs can also use it. So I wouldn't necessarily suggest putting it on your main base, but it is, you know, absolutely just 100% like preference. Me personally, unless I've already aggroed a mob outside, which is going to be, you know, kind of seldom, hopefully, I shouldn't have anything to worry about. I can't just eat it. Gosh dang it. Okay, so We're just going to keep excavating this out until the sun comes up. And then once the sun comes up, we'll go out and find some sheep, hopefully get some wool. Worst comes to worst, what you can do if you're playing in like a non-survival Minecraft is you can kill a bunch of spiders. And those spiders will often drop string. It's more so if you're in a higher difficulty, less so if you're not, obviously. And what you can do is you can take that and you can put it into a crafting table, and then it'll become a wool block, which is kind of interesting. Doesn't make 100% sense, but it does work. I feel like I need to start building with like gradients and stuff. Like I found myself just like wanting to make this like extra good, but like this is just a starter base. I don't want to put that effort in, but at the same time, it's like I've watched too much YouTube of people making like scary good houses. What just happened here? Was there a gap there that I wasn't aware of before I dropped myself into it? Okay. Well, I guess there was. So I'm going to put that block there for now. We're all out of birch, so we're just waiting for the sun to come up the rest of the way. I say the rest of the way, meaning come up at all, I guess, would be the proper terminology. Hey, Alessandra, when you get your house built, take a screenshot and send it to the to Doc's Discord. I'd love to see it. I mean, I know it's your first house. You're not gonna. You may not be like, you know, proud of it because it's like it hasn't come out yet. But it's still really cool to see like that kind of like benchmark. You know, I'd love to be a part of that. That's all. Okay. What else we got in here? Potential for mob spawning on my head. That's what we're seeing there. So Lexi, I tried setting up my stream a little bit different today. I would like your opinion. Did you prefer the way my stream looked before with the overlay, or do you like the way it looks now with a webcam that's a little more out of the way? I'd like to get your thoughts. It's something I'm trying out because I was thinking that the overlay was a little bit too obtrusive, and it didn't really work for alternate games than Minecraft. So I only had one. Okay, I guess we're going back. Nope, nope, I'm not interested. I'm not buying what you're selling, and I'm going the wrong way. Whew. No, no, no. Okay. I'm trying to get myself killed. I don't really want to kill you though, because a chicken egg farm is like cream of the crop. Yeah, that's kind of what I was worried about. Like it is very visually obtrusive, and that's something I kept noticing, especially when I was trying to cut shorts. Because shorts have to be a different format. It was just too obtrusive. Oh, I do have another one right here. Oh, I'm just gonna put it right there, I guess. Oh, I forgot that I have. Oh, good lord. So I was thinking that this one would be a little bit better because I mean I actually went and did a little bit. I actually did research. I went and looked at streamers that are like one tier ahead of me, like between the 5 and 10 viewer mark, and I noticed that a lot of them didn't have like very bulky overlays. It was very minimalistic. That seems to be the run of it for the. I actually have a version that I got for like a hardcore mode. Let me see if I can bring it up. So it's basically just a darker version of the same thing. Oh, and I don't have it fully transparent, but it's basically the same thing, just dark, and the torches like are burnt out and stuff. Oh, and I think you'll like. No, I don't want to remove Minecraft. I just want to remove the border. I'm going to go ahead and put up the video as well. I actually made like a special outro intro video for a hardcore game mode. I don't know if I left that up long enough for you to see, but I can put it back up if you want. I think this is it. So I made this special. And my stream outro is pretty typically this Nope, I don't want to remove Minecraft. Okay, so can you hear me again? Oh, so it was just that loud. Okay, it was a little ways down, so I didn't really see it. I hope it wasn't too loud. I apologize if it was. I just broke a wooden pickaxe and it went ping. That was one well-reinforced pickaxe. I need food. Like, big time. Like, both me personally and in the game. Like, it's becoming a problem. I can't sprint anywhere. I'm tired all the time. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go till about noon, which is about another 50 minutes. Just don't see any animals. Like, why was there no animals around here? Sure, just heard a pig. There's a chicken. I don't want to kill the chickens, but at the same time, I need food. Like, I feel bad, but at the same time, like, I need something to sate my hunger. Good lord, how is there no animals? Like, I don't want to go too far from my base because I know I'll lose it, but come on. I can't sprint because I just don't have... I just made myself sick eating raw chicken. Pig. Pig. Come on. Got 5 pork chops now. Actually, I have pork roast in the fridge. I think I'm gonna make that for my food before I go to bed. If I could get over this freaking ravine. I can't sprint, so I can't jump properly. Okay. Well, we've removed the pig population. I will leave the chickens. Oh, I'm just a little... If I just kept going, I would have lost it forever. Ooh, let's collect that egg. That good egg. The rest of those saplings should be down, and I should be able to just start planting a bit of a tree farm. Obviously, we have plenty of birch around, but eventually we won't. Okay. Inside we go. Okay, so... Oh, I had to do that and that. Perfect. This is actually a pretty good start, I feel like. That might just be me talking, though. Well, it is literally just me talking, but... Let's go ahead and get the rest of this area closed off. I don't want to risk getting mauled by monsters in the middle of the night. Okay. Alright, I will remove just those 3 blocks and then I can do everything else at the normal height. Oh, good lord. I keep doing this to myself. Alright, we now have a wooden box that we are now living in. Yay us. Well, if I had a bed, we could sleep through this rainstorm, but we do not have a bed, so we will not be doing that. Can I not? Good lord. So I have to put it like right there. I don't like that, but whatever. It is what it is. It's just a starter home. Nice, we'll take a look at it. Let me just quickly get a door on this side of my base, and then I will go look. Perfect. Alright. don't know why I'm so cold. Okay. Which chat would it be under? Showcase? Okay, I just saw it. That looks great. I love the steps around the outside. That looks really good. Good job. That's excellent. Yeah, you're starting in a desert mesa biome or something like that. Well, good job. Good job on your first place. That looks awesome. I have always struggled with using like sandstone and stuff like that. Like it's not something I've ever really used much as a building material. But honestly, like the way you used it makes it look like it's like it fits. It works. All right, we are now not gonna die. You know what? Let's start being a little crazy. Let's do it. We're gonna go ahead and start cooking our cobblestone. And so what cooking the cobblestone does is it just makes it into normal stone again. And then you can craft it into stone brick and other things from there. So we're gonna go ahead and do that because that sounds like a fun idea. And the lodestone, so what it does is if I had a compass on me, I could tap the compass on this, and what it'll do is it'll magically bond to the lodestone and allow me to, you know, take the compass with me, and it'll, you know, point at the lodestone no matter where I go. I think the stairs look really good. Do they actually like go all the way up to the top? Because it looks like it does. I didn't see how. So you're, yeah. So it's just the top floor there. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's really cool. When did I make 2 wooden pickaxes? Did I not realize I had a stone pickaxe in here? I have a bunch more coal as well. Let's go ahead and throw that in. Along with some more of that. Okay. Let's see if we can't get back to where we were and get ourselves a little bit more coal and iron and stuff. There's stone underneath it so it doesn't float. Stone underneath what? I'm trying to think of what you're saying. Yeah, I saw that. Thanks to Panache. Yeah, I saw that. For some reason, it didn't at me. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so it's not just like sticking out into nothing. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay. Did you have to dig far for the sandstone, or is the surface just sandstone? Because usually there's like a layer of like 2 or 3 sand, and then there's sandstone underneath that. Good lord, this is just going on forever. Well, if you get any cobblestone, you can make yourself a furnace, and you can put wood and coal and whatnot in there to fire it, but you can make a bunch of glass out of that. And you can make glass panes out of the glass and, you know, do a lot of fun stuff with it. So this is where I was working before. Like, so the first steps in the world are usually pretty slow. I mean, there are people who are really fast at it, like speedrunners and stuff like that. But like usually, like it takes me about, you know, a week of in-game of out-of-game play time. A week of time, like in real life, to fully like get settled into a world. And to fully invest in a world as well. Oh, good lord. Like for me personally, I am very prone to just start a new world within the first, you know, day or two. But once I get about a week in, I will invest like a ton of time into getting that world as good as possible. Ow. I'm stuck in a hole. Jeez, that would make my freaking brain melt. An hour and 40 minutes and 43 minutes and 12 seconds for tier 3. That's in 3.5. A 3.4? There's a tier 3.4? Good lord. Hey little buddy, what are you doing down here? Can I help you find your way out? Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Trying to... You know it's me. Stop it. Is it not showing me as live right now on YouTube? Doesn't look like it is. Interesting. Oh, okay. If you guys are on YouTube and you see that I'm live, let me know. Okay, so kind of what I'm thinking is I want to throw these back in here, and I want to make probably about 20 of them into cracked stone bricks, and then I want to see if, because I still haven't gone mining yet. I haven't felt the desire at all to go mining yet, so I just haven't done it. So okay, well, I appreciate you explaining that to me because that makes a lot more sense. So finishing the game is technically when you finished all the tiers of progression, and then you can just continue past that to expand it as much as you want. Is that basically how that works? Sounds like the rain finally stopped, thank goodness. I do need to go down and get some iron at some point. Okay, you finished the game after phase 5. What's widths? If it's a typo, that's fine. I just don't understand it. I don't understand what that is. Okay. Okay, I think I see what you're saying. I'm shocked there's no iron in all of this. Usually a surface node of iron is pretty common. Oh well, I guess. Not much we can do about it. I imagine it's hard to speedrun. You kind of get caught up in a bunch of different things, and you know, I just imagine it's really hard, especially with, I mean, you know how distractible Doc can be. Okay, so we're gonna need to find some different wood styles than just birch. I honestly like the idea of using some sandstone and whatnot with the birch, but it would kind of clash with the look of the stone brick I'm going for. Trying to think of how I want to handle this, what I want to do. Okay, so that's that's about done. That's got a little bit to go though. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a chest plate. A little bit of armor, thank goodness. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Tier 2, phase 1. Wait, tier 2? Like, I finished tier 2, phase 1 in about that amount of time, I feel like. Come on, Pops, what are you doing? Close that. I just got a lot of different stuff up and going. Good lord. Okay. So the only thing that I'm really missing is I want to make shears, and I can't make those right now. I don't know. I don't have the material to do so. I need iron to do that, and I just haven't been able to find any surface ore veins to do that. I was hoping you wouldn't be aggressive. Oh, you broke my sword. What a jerk. Really? Okay. Also, just so you know, oftentimes, gravel will appear in the air like this and won't fall automatically. If you break a block, all of it will fall. So if you're like digging and it's over your head and that falls on your head, it'll start suffocating you and you'll have to like move to get out of it or something. So just keep that in mind if you find anything that looks like that. Really nothing down here except for some coal, and it's not worth drowning over. Ooh, some more copper here. Yeah, I've noticed a huge bottleneck when it comes to limestone and concrete as well. It seems like that's the slowest thing for me right now. So having two of those running would make a lot of sense. I think that my biggest issue is well, obviously my biggest issue is the fact that it's weird, is the fact that I'm really new, and so I just haven't learned very much of it yet. I'm still figuring that out, but yeah, I'm actually like debating releasing some independent play videos of me playing Satisfactory. I do enjoy the game. It's just one of those things like when I was playing with Doc, I was struggling. Like, so I had just woken up. Oh, just a little bit of background. I had just woken up. I hadn't been able to sleep very well, so I was very groggy. I was hungry. I didn't have a chance to eat, but we had scheduled a specific time for me to get on. So I kind of went on like kind of, not in the best position to play. And then Doc just sort of started going. He was doing his thing, and that's great. I'm glad that he was having fun. I'm glad he was, doing his thing. But I was just really struggling to keep up, and I think that obviously the credit for me not keeping up is more due to the fact that I was just so tired and already kind of spent going into it that it's just like, I don't know, it's nobody's fault. It's just I just struggled. It just is what it is. I don't even have enough cobblestone to... I'm just gonna make myself a sword real quick. Do I have any more wood? Of course I didn't, because I used it all on my house. My house looks very pretty now, don't you agree? Rocky Desert is kind of perfect because you can have 3 pure iron nodes and 1 pure copper and 4 no more concrete and 3 pure coal close together on good distance. On a large oil field, lots of water, easy run to Doggo Cave. Doggo, huh? Interesting. I had 2 more of those and I can make some pants. Exciting stuff. Okay. Yeah, I ended up choosing like the forested area, kind of like what we played today. I chose like the pretty much the same biome as that. I think that's probably why they chose it, because it would be a good, sort of an intermediate starting zone. So it's a little bit between me and Doc. I mean, I haven't had an issue just. Wait. What? You're getting items from the Doggo Cave? Like, you're not hurting the dogs, are you? Like, they're not... No doggos were harmed in the making of these tools and items, right? Because that would be the saddest thing of all of this. Let's just go straight to a copper axe, because we're going to need it. We're about to go axing. Good. Good. I'm glad to hear that, because, I get concerned sometimes. Spears are so worthless. I wonder why we would even use them. Like, so let's compare to a sword. 1.6 attack speed, so it's slower than a sword. Does 4 less damage. Well, let's compare apples to apples. 3 less damage. Much slower. Wow, what about a wooden sword? 1.6? So the attack speed is way slower. 42-inch plush doggo. Is this not like a real life like plushy dog? Because that sounds like what you're telling me, and I'm kind of like excited just on your behalf. Good news is we're right next to an area we can just hop right over, get some more wood types, because between spruce, dark oak, and what was the third one? Acacia? I think that's those are the colors I need, the 3 colors that I need to build the tower that I'm looking for. Lizard doggo. My dad wants one. Oh, good God. You know what? Never mind. I want one. I think he has like a mini one. I think when I visited him at Christmas, he had like a mini one of these. Wait. Contents. Hack stuffing, magnetic accessories. What is all this? Wait, are these? Oh, so this is the kind of dog that you find in the game. It's called a doggo, but it's a lizard dog, so it behaves like a dog, but it's actually a lizard. That's adorable, though. That is adorable. You know what? I would take one too. Obviously, my dad gets one first. Good Lord, it's freaking awesome, though. That's pretty cool. Oh, and I was exited that whole time, so therefore I didn't get any progress with my stuff, and it's still freaking nighttime. The moon's still just coming up. Okay, so I think we're gonna start digging our mine. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and replace these back into the corner, and then put our mine in the other corner. The main issue being that we just don't have the space. Oh, it's back here. I was worried it like broke my furnace. So we have 3 small plushies with, and there's a slug and a pale berry and a nuclear waste you can put in this. I thought you were talking about Doc putting it in his mouth for a second there, so I was very concerned, but now I understand what you mean. Okay, now they're all evenly divided in the most worthless fashion possible. I'm gonna make myself 1 copper pickaxe so that I have 1 available should I need it. The rest of this can go in here. You know what? Screw it. I have, at the very least, stone. I'm not going to sit there and try to convince myself that I need to use inferior materials just for economical reasons. Jeez Louise. Well, I know this is too low. I know it is. I am curious, though, as to why the lizard doggo would hold a toxic waste can in his mouth, though. Seems kind of silly to me. Thank goodness we got more ability to make torches up in the room, because oh good lord, we still need to go find sheep because I don't have a bed. Like, we are so behind in advancements. This is not even funny. That's the problem. Like, there's always so much to do in a new world that it's just, I get overwhelmed, and it's just like there's too much to do. But at least, you know, when you get further along, then it's like, okay, well, you know, I've already made all the big advancements, so there's really not much else to do. I'm going to go get more torches. Some people drop a stack on nuclear waste on them and then kill them. Good God. Dear God. Some people are freaking like psychos in game as well. It's crazy, like truly. Okay. I was gonna do something important. Good luck reminding me what it was. I figured it out. We're good. No, that's the wrong thing. You know, I'm actually running on, like, I haven't slept since 4 p.m. yesterday, so I got about 15 minutes, and then I'm crashing out. But we will try another morning stream, probably tomorrow morning, I think. I think we'll probably start around 8 a.m., go till noon, and then I can just sleep in the afternoon. I have currently, for this weekend, I actually got, the people got back to me about when I'm allowed to see my kids, and I'll be able to have them the first, second, and fourth weekend of every month. My wife will have them the rest of the time, and so I do have some work shifts scheduled, so that I can, you know, not like outside of my normal hours, so I can be able to make up the money, because it's about $1,200 in child support, which is insane. But I'll get to see the kids, and so I really don't care about the money at the moment. Oh, why am I going back up? I still have another pickaxe and tons more torches. But yeah, I'm super excited. It should start this next month. So I'll be able to see them not this weekend, but the following weekend. I think they're out of town right now anyway, but she is a stay-at-home mom, so technically she has no income, but her mom like literally pays her way for everything. So like she's done that since before we were married, did it while we were married, and then she's planning on still doing it. The only downside is I'm also paying off all the family debts. So I have all the family debts and I'm paying that. So currently, if I work about between 50 and 60 hours a week, I'll still be, you know, I might be okay. I might have enough money in the budget if I don't eat as much. So I'm going on a weight loss plan, so I don't eat very much. Yeah. The main concern for me is that I am receiving a 25% wage garnishment because of a debt that we accrued when we were together. So currently, like I used to make about 3,500 a month, 3,500. So way more than what they're asking for in child support. But then after the wage garnishment happened, now I'm making about 2,500. So significantly less, and the 2,500 is without working overtime. But even with overtime, and like my rent is like 1,500 or something like that. So it's just like the idea of the budget just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Yeah, right. Like technically, like my operating expenses are like 3,800, and if I work as many hours as I possibly as I can, I'll probably be making more in the line of like 3,500. So I'm currently looking for other employment. I'm actually putting in more hours on YouTube and Twitch to try to make that work a little bit better. But anyway, it's an issue, but it's something that'll get worked through one way or another. I have people who are willing to let me stay at their place if I can't keep this apartment. I have a lot of friends, so which I'm lucky. Not everybody has friends that they can rely on that way. Okay, so it's daytime. I can at least go get some spruce trees. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm definitely not asking for money. What I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to put myself in a position where I am giving people such enjoyable entertainment that they actually want to pay for it eventually. So I mean, as long as the proof is in the pudding, as some people say. If one person enjoys watching, then somebody else will too. So my hope is that I can bring in enough people that I can make it worthwhile. Otherwise, I'll probably have to quit doing this and get a second job, which is fine. That's the way the world works. You gotta bring in money. You gotta be able to support yourself, and so supporting myself goes above playing video games for a living. So just gotta figure it out. But one thing that does help is like word of mouth. Like if you enjoy watching this, and yeah, supporting my kids kind of rolls into that for me. Like I never feel like I have to say it separately, and then other people mention it, and I feel bad. But like for me, it's all one and the same. Like I just roll it all together. They are an extension of me in a lot of ways. But if you do have the ability to, to spread the word about my channel, about what I do, that would help. So if you can't do anything else, that's honestly the best thing to do. Jeez, I'm really sorry to hear that. Yeah, I had heard that you were like, what was it? Like you were like forced into early retirement because of those medical issues. Is that, did I hear that correctly? Well, I honestly can't imagine being in that position. So I can't say I understand, but I can say that, I'm sorry and that sucks. And you're always welcome to hang out on stream with me. Honestly, being able to connect with a few of the people who hang out in Doc's stream has been a pretty big blessing, because then I've been able to, have people to connect with, have people to talk to, and it's been really awesome. So grateful to have you here, grateful to have everybody else here too. I just want a few more saplings. That's really what I'm going for right now. Let's go ahead and plant these and then... Oh, geez. Well, I'm sorry to hear about all that you went through when you were a kid. That sucks. But, like, I'm glad, like, do you at least get, like, some monetary support since you're being told to stay home? Like, are you supported at least? Because it's kind of hard to, you know, for somebody to say, hey, you stay at home, and then, you know, not give you some sort of ability to support yourself, or, okay, good, good. And it sounds like you're making things work if you got a good budget, so that's what matters. Budgeting for me has been like a hobby of mine, and whew, man, it was scary when that budget took a turn. 85% of like a minimum wage, is that what you mean? Okay. I honestly don't even have any idea what the minimum wage in my state is. It can vary from state to state. There is like a federal minimum wage, but it's pretty low. And then there's different states, like California has a pretty high minimum wage. That's pretty typical for California. Ooh, there's a village right here. Cool. But other than... Sir? Good lord. I feel like I walked in on something. But like I remember like when I first started... I'm taking your bed, sorry. When I first started working, the minimum wage is like $7.25. Do you have like... Because $1,500, like, so just to give you an example, like in my area, we're like it's like a tourist town, like a tourist area, so rent everywhere is just really expensive. So I pay about $1,500 a month in just rent and utilities. So I'm guessing like either you have like either rent is cheaper there or 600. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad that, you know... Oh, good. Lodestone. I can tap that on my lodestone. Yeah, I would love to find a place where I can get really, like, cheap rent. So, right now what I'm looking for is... So I'm looking for another place to stay right now because the place that I'm at, like, so it's a newer development. It actually just got finished construct. Like, I'm the first tenant to live in this apartment. I was looking for two factors though. I wasn't looking at price as much because at the time I didn't have the wage garnishment and wasn't doing child support. So I wasn't really, but I was looking at the price, obviously, but I wasn't, you know, that wasn't as big of a focus. I was willing to increase the price of the rent a little bit if it meant that I could be physically closer to the children and if it was a safe place for the kids to be. I was like, I don't really care about everything else as long as the rest is true. And so what ended up happening is, I haven't seen this kind of building before. That's interesting. Oh, that's, oh, it's just all connected. That's weird. So what I originally had was, it was $1,500 a month, and then I had probably like $2,600 worth of expenses, and I was bringing in like 3,500, so I had about $900 of leeway, and now I don't have that extra amount because now I spend $1,200 in child support. And so it's just really difficult to make that happen. Yeah, I can totally understand, not being able to go on holiday. Like, right before me and my wife split up, she wanted to spend a whole bunch of money on going on this vacation. And I was telling her, like, well, we can't really afford this. Like, we have a lot of other things that need to be paid on. We have debts that we're drowning in. We have monthly payments that we're not even making. But we ended up sinking all of our money into it, and then so we had no money left, and then immediately afterwards she kicked me out. And technically that's what they're doing. I think that's what they're doing this weekend. They're supposed to be gone at the end of January, so my kids are off on a Disney cruise somewhere that I paid for that I won't get to be a part of. Kind of sucks. Okay. It is 11:57. I love the purple beds. They're really nice looking. Okay, so we're going to sleep, set our spawn point. We finally have a spawn point. Well, so if we so there's two stages of court. There's for divorce proceedings, you can either go and hire a lawyer and go to court and fight, or you can do something called friend of the court, which is it's basically a free service where the two of you they just act as mediators and between the two of you and help discuss going through things. And what it ends up doing is it removes the need to have a lawyer so long as the two of you can come to a general consensus. So far I've asked for the weekends with my kids, and she's asked for child support. Those are the two things I've been asked for, and that's what's happening. And so we're not having to worry about too much about it being about too much expense. The expense for me is the child support, which could totally, she could totally be using that as a way to leverage, the current situation so that she can can then hire a lawyer and get more out of me. But, I can't control that. I can't do anything about that. But my goal right now is to try to find a way to get her back, because I do love her. I do. She's a great person. She's a great mom. That's one of the reasons I married her. She's handled things wrong, but I truly believe that somewhere in her she felt like she was doing the right thing, which just because I disagree does not mean that, I disagree with how she's handled things, but just because I disagree with that does not mean that I can just shut off my emotions for her. Like, I still care about her, I still love her, I still want her to do well. So yeah, I'm gonna do my best to make things work between us, especially since the kids are involved, and I would love for the kids to have me and their mom together in the same household. That would be optimal, obviously, but we'll see what happens. Obviously you guys will know when I do. But anyway, I am going to get some sleep. It is currently noon. Yeah, I personally disagree with divorce as well. The only reason I ended up leaving the home when she is because we had a big argument. She told me to get out, and so I took some stuff and I left, and I figured, oh, things will blow over, and they didn't. So, but it is what it is. I will do my best to work up to make up my end of things, and if it doesn't work, then well, then I guess I'll just do my best to be as good of a dad as I can. Yeah, well, a lot of dads don't do that. I'm not going to be that kind of dad. I so the way things were when I was growing up is my dad, Doc, he was very busy with work. Like we were financially not very stable growing up, but so he wasn't able to spend as much time with me individually when I was growing up, and so I always wanted to be different. I always wanted to spend more time with my kids, and so I literally spent all of my free time with my kids when they were growing up, and then it became a lot less when I went to working night shift because I would be sleeping all day. But um, this is the longest I've gone without seeing my kids, and it's heart wrenching. I don't know if you have kids or not, but it's hard. It's hard. Yeah, I like this one. I think it looks good. I'm very proud of it. I feel like it could be a little bit less abstract, but it's pretty good. Anyway, I'm gonna hop off. I don't stream tonight, but I am scheduled to stream tomorrow night. But since I'm probably gonna stream tomorrow morning, I probably won't stream tomorrow night. So we'll just sort of see how things go. Yep. And since I probably won't see you tonight or until tomorrow morning, you have a good day and you sleep well as well. All right. Well, thank you again. I really appreciate being able to hang out, and this is a lot of fun. I don't think we dipped below 3 viewers all night, so that's awesome. All morning, I should say. I'm used to it being night because I'm usually sleeping right now. Anyway, see you later. Thanks again.